Hello? Before I turn any cameras on, mic quality. How we feeling? If I move around, are you hearing any clothes being scraped? No? Great. Bet. Okay. Cameras going on. Cameras going on. And chat, I've been losing a little weight, so you might not see me right away. I'm so thin. I'm right there, chat. I'm right there. I've lost weight. Remember to put pants on? Oh, fuck. Don't I look beautiful? Don't I look beautiful, guys? I lied. I wasn't there. That was a lie. Hold on, I can't see you guys. Bing, bang, bong. Bing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I want to see if I can do something, but I could only see if I could do it while I'm live. Hold on. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. Hello. Hi. Hello. Been a hot minute, huh? Yeah, I got my old chef's jacket on. Still fits. Hold on. There you go. That's how you know it's real and professional. Oh, shit. Hold on. My audio is looping back on itself. There we go. Oh, chat, I forgot the key ingredient. I didn't grab my coffee. Don't have coffee. No sideways pen. Okay. The only thing that would make this more authentic is if I was hungover. I had one beer last night. And unfortunately, that basically means I'm not a real chef. Because I'm not hungover. Although if I was in true chef fashion, I'd probably be doing like, I'd probably have a beer on my way to work. And then do some cocaine in the bathroom. That would be true chef fashion. I mean, I am going to be having a beer here in a moment. But I want to have a cup of coffee first and sort of maybe eat something. What the hell is this music? What's it playing? It should be playing some Irish trad. I can't hear it. That's the thing. Playing Irish trad, right? Irish trash? I mean, it might be. All right. So, cooking, guys. Are we all ready? I don't know who's cooking along. Can I get a raise of hand of anybody that's cooking along? I know I did post the recipe, so I'm very curious if we have anybody. I wish. No, I'm playing D&D. Kinda. You're kinda cooking along? What the hell does that mean? Okay. Right. First, we're gonna start with some. We'll start with some simple stuff. We're gonna. There's no Irish word for it, but I guess the French would be mirepoix, right? You're going to grab your carrots. I think I said 2 large. I'm going to go with 3 regular sized. A whole onion. You want a whole onion. Okay. Bosh. Bosh. Grab about 2 cloves of garlic. Take your meat out the fridge. Ooh. It's not about the size of the carrot. I don't think I need anything. Oh yeah, your celery. Your celery. Grab I don't know how much celery I said. I think I said 2 stalks of celery, but I'm gonna do 3 because I love it. I'm COVID broke, so I'm not cooking. COVID broke? What the hell does that mean? What's COVID broke mean? Why am I stalking my celery? Hold on. I'm going to grab a little rubbish bowl. Okay, right. First, smack the shit out of your garlic. Okay? Slap it like a, shake it like a Polaroid preacher. Okay? My rubbish away. You want to just chop it up. We're not looking for, you know, the finest garlic in all the fucking land. Because it's going to cook away into nothing anyway, right? Because they're going to be stewing it, right? Right? Get that fucking cooker on. My man has knife skills? I do. Right. Well, hold on. I'm losing track of my time. I have my little crusette, as some might remember from previous cooking streams. Many, many, many years ago. Turn the heat on about, I don't know, medium high. That's not me turning the microwave on. One thing I like about this kitchen, it's gas range, but the extraction fan covers half of the cooker. It doesn't cover all of it. It's nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense. The level of professional with the mic has me wondering if you're going to try sell me a slap chop. No. All right, half your onion. Peel it. Is that the one you used for that risotto? I believe so, yeah. It's also the one I used for the the fried chicken. Cut one end, leave the little nub on the end. Cut straight down. Cut in. Just try to get it as like fine as you can, right? Because the onion itself is, again, much like the garlic, is going to cook into nothing, right? So we want it like as smallish as possible so that, you know, we're focusing on the beef. We're focusing on like the beef and the carrots because they're going to be like much, much larger, right? The Gordon Ramsay method I see? No, that's French. That's not Gordon Ramsay's method. That is the French have been doing that before that guy was fucking a twinkle in his father's eye. You know? You know what I mean? Focus on the beef? Damn right. Not my beef. My eyes are up here. I know the camera is basically staring directly at my wang. I love your cooking streams. Will there be more in the near future? Now that I've got this wireless kind of setup, yeah. Because all I have to do is pull my old camera in, and then just hook this wireless mic up, and that's it. Like, it's so easy now. All right. Splash of olive oil into your pan because it's been heating up. We want to grab. Bing bong. Okay. If you have a separate board, I don't know how you guys do it at home. That's how I do it. I've got a separate board for all my meats. What kind of olive oil? One from Olives. Fucking idiot. It's a stupid question. It's my belly. I'm handling my meat under the counter. Okay, I've got striploin. So I don't know if people got chuck or top sirloin or whatever. I just got this because it was on sale. I'm going to be using a separate knife. So the beef, you want to keep a decent size, right? We're not serving up minced beef here. We're trying to keep it like 1 inch by 1 inch. Sort of. Something similar to that kind of size. Should fit like neatly in your palm. So, and don't worry about trimming off any of the fat or anything like that. We want like, I don't know how many people have had like pureed stews. I assume everybody has. Which is nice and all. There's usually a reason you eat like toast with soup. And it's because, yeah, it's hella tasty, but nobody wants to feel like they're eating, like, baby food, right? Nobody wants that. That's awful. So usually eat it with something crunchy. So for me, with stews, I want like, texture, right? How many people does this serve? 4, 5. I am seasoning my schmeat. I am not going to tell you how much salt to use. Just use your fucking eyes. This, by the way, this is exactly how I'd be teaching people in a restaurant setting. I'm not going to be telling people how much fucking. Just use your goddamn eyes, bruh. All right, you're going to grab your flour. Just regular old fucking all-purpose. Grab a tablespoon. Am I going too fast for anybody working at home? Again, you'll notice I'm predominantly using my right hand. Sprinkle about a whole tablespoon on your schmeat. Yes, I'm moving too quick. Don't worry, they'll slow down a little here in a sec. We just gotta go back to the vegetables. I just want the meat to fry while I'm cooking. Still cold. I'll pause here while my oil heats up. So I'm coating my meat in flour, and that's because I want it to get nice golden brown. That and the flour is gonna thicken everything in the stew as well. You can fry all the vegetables and then add your flour and do kind of that, but I don't want to do that. I want to make sure the meat gets a nice sear. So I'm going to be frying the meat separately, taking it out, then putting all my vegetables in. Okay. My oil is hot. Going in. So another downside of this kitchen, you guys can't see it, is obviously it makes sense to have a fire alarm in a kitchen, but because the extraction fan, clean as you go, by the way, it makes life easier. There's a fire alarm right there. Right fucking there. So if one little stray piece of a little stray puff of smoke manages to not get extracted, my fire alarm goes off. Scuba Steve, W Cooking, hello Custy. Chat just got off work. Hope everything's okay. Yo, appreciate the fucking rock, Steve. So, beef is frying. Put away my board. We're probably going to use that board again in a moment, but I want to get my vegetables ready to go. Hi, chef. Hello. Okay, 3 stalks of celery. Top. Tail. Throw that shit away. Turn that up a little. All right, we're going to cut these into like 3 little pieces. Bing, bang, bong. Bing, bong. Bing, bong. Have them like that. You're going to have these like, I don't know, 3-inch little stalks. You're going to cut them lengthways. So they should go like 3 little celery sticks. You're basically making celery sticks, right? This thing gets a little irritating. Do the same with all of them. Boop. 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 Try to get them all roughly the same size. That looks average size to me. Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big, guys. All right, then you're going to grab, once they're all, you know, stick-like, grab like, I don't know, 4 or 5, as many as you feel like you can handle. Then you're just going to bosh, 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 bosh. I can hear my beef sizzling, and I feel like I need to turn it. And you should have like a little diced celery. Easy as. And then feed the chef. I hear the beef. Chef needs food too? Yeah. Trust me. Nobody feeds the chef. The chef has to feed himself. Nobody cares about him or loves him. He just fucking slugs away in a kitchen under a dim fucking light, cooking for a bunch of people that'll never appreciate him. Okay. All right, we're fucking moving on this. Nice. You basically just want to fry each side of the beef, or as much as you can. Get them like nice and fucking golden brown. You want that Maillard reaction. You want the sugar that is naturally found inside of the beef to heat up and crystallize. It starts to brown. I believe it's called the Maillard reaction. I believe that. Same thing with like searing a steak. I've spit a lot into this. Just from doing that. Okay. Nurge. Okay. Celery is cut. Basically making a mirepoix, which is onions, celery, and carrots. which are usually all cut into the same size. However, we are going to spit on that. Not in a hot way, in a disrespectful way. So I guess in a hot way. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, peel your carrots. If you want to put more carrots in, go for it. Who doesn't like carrots? Spit on the beef. Get some of that natural flavor in there. All right. Carrots are peeled. Clean as you go. You have to peel the carrots? You actually don't. You really, really don't. People have this, like, natural fear of like, having to peel carrots because they're like, pesticides, me. And then they'll go drink a fucking 2-liter thing of Coke, you know? Okay, so I peeled them, cut them again into little tasty little barrels here. Let me think how big I want these. Oh. Eating ASMR. Okay. Is my mic picking up like every little crunch? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you like that? Okay. Let me think. Slurping ASMR. Because for me, I want chunky fucking carrots in my stew. So I'm gonna cut this. I probably might just cut this in half. Keep them as kind of thick as you want. But I want like, there's nothing nicer in a stew than like a nice chunky carrot. In fact, I'm going off recipe, chat. I'm doing it. I'm adding more carrots. I'm doing it, chat. Also, you'll probably notice in the recipe I made, not a whole lot of shit's numbered in like, oh, add this much. It's because I made up that recipe like 7 beers deep. Okay. My beef is looking good. I'm happy with where it's at. So, I'm going to slow a little bit here for anybody that needs to catch up. So I'm taking my beef out of the pot, turning my heat back down to low, because all of the little bits, all the fond that's at the bottom of the pot, it's called fond, that's all sugar. That's all we want. Now I'm going to do myself a real quick thing, because we don't want cross-contamination, but arguably it's going to be boiled away anyway. I'm going to be cleaning my board. Boom. Carrots into the same bowl with the celery. Okay. Somebody in the Discord was like, can I use dumplings instead? Can I put dumplings in the stew when it's being cooked? Yes. 100% you can do that. In fact, that would transform this way fucking more. But if my parents were making this at home, they would very much make why do they put individual price tags on potatoes? You know? Like, what grade A nonsense is that? It's like, bruh, I know how much a potato costs. Look at this shit. They're each tagged. So, my parents would just make mashed potatoes, which is what we're going to be doing a little later. We're not doing it right away because we want to get the stew on. Is they'll put potatoes in the stew, as well as just making mashed potatoes, like a true Irish couple. Man, there's potatoes in this. What should we serve it on? You know, potatoes. W parents. I know, right? Because you know what's funny about, like, Irish people being stereotyped about potatoes is everybody fucking loves potatoes. I guarantee wherever you are from, there is some kind of dish that involves cooking a potato, adding flour, and maybe salt, butter, and pepper, and then just pan frying it into a patty. So there's some kind of thing like almost identical to that. Yeah. Especially in Europe. Holy shit. In Europe, it's anything. All right. So, potatoes are here. We are going to peel these. Peel your potatoes, everybody. I'm going to top and tail just a little bit because it makes peeling easier. If my old head chef saw me doing that, he'd cut my fucking head off. He'd be like, "You're wasting so much potato." I'd be like, "I really am not. I'm basically cutting off the same amount." Okay, here's my small knife is gone. Okay. Peel your potatoes. Peel. I have about 3 potatoes. Smallest of the potatoes you've got. Hubs and I have a system. He peels and I do the rest. Sounds like he got the fucking... Sounds like your husband's got a good life. Typical tune in and he's got potatoes in his hand. Hey, it's very rare on the stream I'm holding a raw potato. It just so happens to be today. Simply because, you know, fuck you. How about that? I'm here trying to fucking bring you guys some goddamn culture. Not that, you know, Ireland has a shit ton of culture. Did you know that in, I think in, I forget which county, but there's, it might be Dublin, maybe? There's a memorial to this guy called, like, Big Something. This is a very vague history lesson. The memorial is, to just some guy beating the shit out of another guy. That's it. That's the entire memorial. It's not like he saved lives, he did anything. He just beat the shit out of someone, and everyone was like, "That's the best beating I have ever seen in my fucking life. Give that guy a memorial." And that's it. That's literally the memorial. And I'm like, how perfectly do you have to... The one with the footprints. Yeah, it's got like footprints leading away from it. Because apparently the dude was so big, wherever he walked, he would leave like imprints in the soil, like deep imprints. All right, I'm halving my potato. And halving it again. Again, you kind of want the similar size to the beef. Because these are going to be like stewing. Or stewing for a hot minute. So you want them more or less the same size as your beef. Okay, for anyone cooking at home, do you want me to take a little moment to catch up? Please? Okay. Throw your potatoes in with all the other vegetables you've cut. They're all just gonna be fried together anyway. Have I ever put turnips in? Yes. Fucking love turnips. I used to hate them when I was a kid. But if there's something I wish I could get more of here, it's parsnips. What's the best potato for this dish? Russet, yellow, or red rooster. One of those three. You can't get parsnips? I can't get parsnips here. I can't find them. And it breaks my heart. Can we take a moment to drink some Glenlivet? I have 20 beers in my fridge. Trust me, chat. We'll get to drinking. Okay, when everyone else when everyone cooking at home says they're ready, we'll move on. Move to New Mexico. I can't even get shallots half the time. What? Shallots? How? That's so weird. That's such a... Because they're just hard to come by? Or too expensive? Parsnip mash slaps? I remember once my dad made a sweet potato and yellow rooster mash once. It was awful. It was awful. It's mostly because he has like a fascination with like Worcester sauce. And instead of Worcester sauce, he added in fish sauce. I stand by the ideal that some dishes can't be saved. You know? Sometimes you just gotta like call time of death. I once I think the worst fuck up I've ever done is I wanted to do jalapeno poppers, but I wanted to make it into a main dish, right? I wanted to take a jalapeno popper and just turn it into something high end, right? So I braised a bunch of beef brisket in Aillo and Cascabel chilies. And I was like, I nailed it. It was delicious, right? So I strain all the juices, separate all the beef. And instead of doing a jalapeno poppers, I wanted to like make it bigger to make it like a main, right? So you'd be served... I wanted to stuff a bunch of poblano chilies with this like chili brisket. And then put in sriracha smoked Gouda. Like a fuckhead. And this is after I had years of experience where I was like, I don't know how I did this. I seasoned it with sugar instead of salt. And I tasted at one point, and it wasn't, I hadn't added any sugar. Tasted it, and I was like, oh man, this needs so much salt. And I just grabbed a handful and fucked it in, bang, bang, bang. Took one bite, and I was like, oh, needless to say, my boss at the time was not happy. Did you salvage any of it? For staff meals. Oh, it's a failed experiment? Yeah, give it to the staff. Yeah, you can't salvage that. You can't. Sometimes for some dishes you just gotta call time of death. It's just okay. I have some pork belly here. I have a lot of pork belly because they wouldn't sell it to me any smaller. We are not going to be using all of that. You'll notice in like the recipe I gave you guys, I just had a couple of strips of bacon. What I'm probably going to do with this later is I might just make some like braised pork belly and then, I don't know, make the skin crispy as shit. We don't need a whole lot. Are people caught up? We all good? Raise your hand if you're caught up. Raise your hand. Nodders? Okay. Moose, you're good. Sugar's caught up. Okay. Don't want to use that. One sec. I'm just cleaning my knife. Okay. So, you're going to grab your bacon and you're going to dice it. That's all you're going to do with it. It's not going to look exactly like how I'm doing it because I got to just... I want to grab I want to grab like a nice fatty chunk. Well, in the Mary... I don't want the rind, unfortunately. I'm going to keep that. Okay, now we are going to put this into slices. So the main reason we're using this is for fat. Some nice fat to help fry our vegetables in. Now, we're going to be using the same pot as the beef and all that shit because we want the frond. Line it up into strips. Anybody with bacon should be done by now. If you're not, fat equals flavor. Damn right. As Tyler the Creator says, where the fat bitch is at, I got something to feed them. You know? Fat is flavor. We're body positive around here. Unless you're not happy with your body, in which case, you know, you can make change. You know, life, you know, can give you access to that. Do what makes you happy. Unless it's eat chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip ice cream, in which case you're a garbage person who there's really no help for you. I'm not going to wish any bad upon you because I'm live. So I hope that you do better. All right, I'm turning my heat back on. As I'm eating mint chocolate chip ice cream, garbage person. You're a garbage person, and you have no taste. I like your kitchen. It looks nice. Thank you. It's the kind of kitchen I like working in because it's my cooking section, right? My cutting section, fridge, stove, spices. Like, I'm not doing a whole lot of this, you know? I'm just doing a whole lot of turning, which is nice. Medium high heat again? Yep. If you've done what I've also done, which is turned your heat off, put your pork in with the heat cold. Don't let it get hot again. Throw it in while it's cold, then turn the heat on. Anybody tell me why? Class, tell me why. Anybody? Yeah, I want to render the fat. I want to pull as much fat as humanly possible out of this pork. All right, we're not using meat anymore, so swapping my boards back. Whoa, I can already smell the beef again. Don't worry about adding salt just yet. Just remember when you're seasoning your food, add a little, don't add a lot. And make sure it's sugar. You'll make sure it's salt, not fucking sugar. Please empty your scrape bowl. 5 subs. Make sure it's sugar. You're not going to have a good time. Oh, yeah, I can smell that. I've been meaning to ask, how's my day going? Good. Did some stuff on the server this morning. Notice how I said not in the city, because I'm not cringe. Yeah, did some more shopping this morning. Went for a walk. Had a nice breakfast. It's a really, really nice day outside. I'm torn between... So, here's my dilemma. Right, chat? Okay, that's nice and golden brown. Now, we're going to take all of our vegetables. All of them. All of them. That you should have in a bowl, and you're going to fuck it in. Your onions, your garlic, your carrots, your potats. Give it a good mix. Give it a good mix so all of the fat that you've got off your bacon and the beef coats everything. Don't worry about the fond at the bottom, but make sure it's not burning. If you what should happen, we're going to deglaze it anyway. As you put all the vegetables in, they're going to start sweating. Sweating like a priest in a playground. And once that starts, the juices will start like pulling the fond off the bottom of the pot. But just be mindful that the fond isn't burning. Because if burning sometimes is something you can like hide, but when it comes to liquids, bro, if you burn one thing, that's all you're gonna fucking taste. Okay, and at this point I am gonna season. Bosh, bit of salt. Be mindful. I'm probably going to season more than you guys because I'm using pork belly, not bacon. Bacon will have more salt in it. So just be mindful of that. So season less. How goated are the Dutch ovens? Oh, I fucking love them. All right, let that sweat. You won't have to babysit it too much. Should be good. Okay. Now. Oh, this stuff right here. Oh. It's an R6 tattoo? It is. This stuff right here. Let me tell you. I could heat this up. Pour it into a cup, put some red onions, jalapenos, cilantro, and parsley, and just drink it. This is bone broth. I made it last night. You got your broth and then your layer of fat. We want to keep that fat. Again, what is fat, chat? What is fat? Come on. Flavor. What is fat? Me? I can hear it like in a classroom, right? All right. Okay. You know when my brain was like, nah, I probably have that in my dried goods. I won't have to look. This will be the moment of truth. A quick pause, champ. Yeah, we're good. Time. You're going to get your time out, and you are going to get your bay leaf, which I think I wrote in the recipe. But if you don't have bay leaf at home, reevaluate your life choices. Take about 2 bay leaves. Boop. Bay leaves, thyme. Grab your tomato paste or puree. I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna, add about 2 tablespoons. Table, not tea. Mmm. I hate it here. Why's that? All right, once you've got your 2 tablespoons in, you're gonna mix that in. Bish bash bosh. That should, the tomato paste should really take some of the fond off the bottom. All right, give that like a minute or 2. Okay. Fresh herbs, better than dried. Depends on what you're using it for. I'm using dried for this because it's a stew, you know? I don't need fresh. A lot of the times, only times I guess I would really use fresh is if it's more of something that I'm trying to keep fresh, like a salsa or something in that regard. Something cold is usually what I would use fresh for. So I saw this on the internet, and I want to see what the hell? Where the fuck are they? I keep all my glassware in here, but it's not in here, guys. I guess we'll never know. What the fuck? All right. Do in a moment. Okay, you're gonna take about not too much. Maybe like half a teaspoon of thyme. You want to turn your heat down to about medium low. Throw your bay leaves in. Throw your stock in. I don't know. A cup. Meh. Stolen when you weren't looking? Bro, I have some really nice cups, but I don't know where the fuck they are. I never use them. I never ever use them. So I feel like I was doing the dishes one day and I was like, I'm gonna put this here because that's a neat place to put it. And now they're gone, Papa. Papa, they've gone. Fuck a cup. I'd rather not. All right, you're going to take your tall boy of Guinness. Oh, yeah, all the fat from that bone broth. Fuck me up, Daddy. Oh, Daddy. All right, throw your beef in. Don't put the Guinness in yet. Put your beef back in the stew, boys. Turn it up to medium. And you're going to want to, with your spoon, scrape the bottom. Because that's where all your fond is at. If there shouldn't really be any left at the bottom. Okay. Like any good chef, chat, we have to taste test. Okay? Now, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Okay? Sometimes there's sides of chefing that, you know, you don't want to do, but you have to, you know? Ooh. You gotta... Everybody at home, if you don't take 2 solid gulps straight out the can, then throw the rest in the fucking bin because you don't deserve it. All right, take your can, pour it in. And you'll notice for some people that haven't had Guinness before, there's a little fun surprise in there. There's a toy in every can. Okay. Give that a little mix and then turn it up to high. Now, the people that are at home, did you guys buy 2 cans, yeah? Okay, so the second can, drink it. That's what the second can's for. And if you got a 4 or a 6-pack, then drink the rest. That's the chef's tax. And if you don't drink it, then you're not allowed to eat the stew. Okay? You've fallen from my trap card. You can buy individual cans? You can. You've fallen from my trap card. Oh, God, I love a fucking dirty can of Guinness. Jesus. Okay, so the stew should be a kind of darkish brown. Not too dark, because you've added your stock. So it should lighten it, and the tomato paste should help lighten it as well. I can feel the back of my... Oh, my... Oh, it appears to have fallen off. Ooh. 50 subs and I'll turn the cock cam on, guys. Oops, guys. Let me pick that up. Oops. Oh, my camera can't pick it up. Yeah, TOS. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. Bro, chill. Okay. Let me think. Pretty sure I got everything I want in there in. Okay, so
the red lips in there,
don't
bro,
worry
like,
too much about the thickness
he sucks a
because we can change that later. We're gonna make something.
Bro,
if it's not the thickness I like it or you like
my
it,
soul out of my body.
We're gonna change that later. We're gonna make something called a slaw. Once that's up to boil, we're gonna taste. Did someone actually drop a 50 bomb? Ain't no way. Oh God, that. Okay, fine. Fine, guys. Fine. I got my meat out, guys. My meat's out. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, okay? Finally, I got my meat out live on stream. Put that in the fridge. Baba booey. All right, wash my hands. So that's going to take a little moment to heat up. So I am going to clean as I go. So to anyone that lives on their own or, you know, with other people that aren't their parents, one of the key things you learn growing up is you can clean every room in your house, right? Every single fucking room. Every room. It doesn't fucking matter how clean you make your kitchen. It is immediately going to get dirty. It's like, oh, I live on my own. I'll make sure I do my dishes every night. You'll do those dishes, and an hour later, you're gonna be like, oh man, I want a fucking bowl of ice cream. You'll go to your freezer, and you'll blink, and all of a sudden, you used 100 things for one bowl of fucking ice cream. Okay, my stew is boiling. I am scraping the side of the bowl because I can see that there's bits on there I want to get in. All right. Now for the taste test. Wait, didn't I put a spoon in my... Oh, booby spoon. Okay, mine needs salt. Mine needs salt and pepper. Yours might, like, add a little more. Season it to how you guys like. But you need to remember about my one is, again, I don't have bacon in mine. So, yours will naturally be a little saltier. Okay, let's taste that again. Mine's a really nice color. I think I nailed the tomato paste portions. I need a little more. Just like a little more. All right. That is Bubble Bubble Toil and Trouble. I'll let that reduce a bit. If you guys have fucking recycling, fucking whatever, what's it called? Compost bin. Put your bits away in a compost bin. Okay, that stew is simmering away. Grab your lid, crank it down to a medium low, and let it do its thing. It's right now most of it is pretty. The beef should be fine. So what's probably going to happen here, guys, is the cut of beef that I'm using is already pretty tender, right? So anybody that has like a less tender cut, it is going to take longer. Mine should probably only need about an hour. So don't forget to add the extra sugar. I will add sugar just to say fuck you for me sharing a personal scarring story. Mine should only take about an hour. Again, for other people, it can take a little longer. The reason I involved Chuck, with my stew, I leave it on the hob for an hour, then it goes in the oven for 3 hours. We don't need to put ours in the oven. And here's one I prepared earlier. No. I picked a more tender cut of beef just because, you know, I don't want to be standing in my kitchen for 3 hours talking to you guys. Because, you know, you guys suck. Mostly. Madge? And what? What the fuck you gonna do? Pussy? That's what I thought. Bitch! Okay, while that's doing its thing, baby. Okay, put that. We're gonna be making mashed potatoes. And Jesus, these fucking digits. So, in the topic of Irish food, like I've talked about it a lot on stream, where a lot of the food I've cooked live for you guys. A lot of the times it's been on maybe the fancier side of things, maybe a little more extravagant, especially the Italian stuff. The Kentucky stuff, not so much. I mean, mac and cheese and fried chicken isn't exactly breaking the culinary world. Irish cuisine is usually built upon very hearty food that is designed to do one thing, couple things: taste good, fill your stomach, and allow you to go out and work. That is it. That is the I mean, cold cannon, which is mashed potatoes, smoked pork. No, sorry, salted pork and cabbage. That's it. Butter, salt, pepper if they had it. I mean, that's it. Just food that, you know, it's just tasty, you know? Have I built the Lego Mustang yet? No, I have not. So simple. Exactly, like you, chat. Simple little creatures. Cold cannon. No, all Irish food is good. Like, it's just slathered in butter, and people are like, oh, God, this tastes good. That's why you'll notice a lot of the times when I'm cooking, I use a fuckload of butter. I'm complicated, thank you. Yeah. Butter is better, chat. What do we say? Butter is better. Butter is better. Butter my back? What? All right. I check what time it is. 5 o'clock. Should be eating in about an hour. Should be, anyway. Butter this. No. I think the chef needs that Glenlivet in his gullet. I'm not drinking whiskey. I'm going to drink some beers. I hear you. Watch that steam set my fire alarm off. I'm going to cover you in butter. Tomato and olive oil is better than potatoes and butter. I've seen some takes in my chat, but I think that is by far the shittest thing I have ever heard. Oh my, see, I don't think I've seen one person agree in chat. I agree, olive oil and tomatoes taste fantastic. That's not what we're disagreeing about. But a baked potato, right? Baked potato, cut open, butter, salt, and pepper. You don't, no cheese, no nothing. Just that. Delicious. Once you start adding cheese, green onions, bacon. God, I want to put... Exactly. If you don't thank the bus driver, you're a horrible person. Where's my boy Bees at? I won't have this bus driver propaganda be spewed into my chat. Damn right, Fev. Fuck bus drivers. I saw some Canadian propaganda about a children's book telling them to thank the bus driver. He can't keep getting away with this. I will keep getting away with this. I'm gonna... Somehow, it's why I'm always so careful when I do live streams or whatever to keep my blinds closed. One day, some bus driver is gonna track me down and be waiting outside. He's gonna be like, hey, you Lieutenant Custard? And I'll be like, yeah. Thunk. Thank that. And I'd probably be like, oh, deserved. I think bus drivers, especially where I am, down certain areas downtown, there's bus drivers I wouldn't fuck with. There's certain bus drivers I'm like, I know the route that you take day to day. I'm good. I know what you've seen. Thank a bus driver or clap when the plane lands. Thank a bus driver. Thank a bus driver. Ain't no fucking way. Alright, I would rather thank a bus driver than clap when a plane lands. That's the equivalent of like a bus driver arriving at a stop and people just like, yo, you did it, man, you did it. Like clapping when a plane lands just makes me think like people, I don't know, just it's like, oh, thank God we're alive. We survived that. Yeah, right? But you wouldn't thank the pilot if you saw them either. Nah. I thank the stewardess. Because she's actually doing something for me while the plane's in the air. The other guy's just like, meh. She's actually like, hello, sir. Tea? Coffee? Beer? I love getting plane drunk. Nothing's more sad than when you're sat there on your fucking flight and the lady's like boop 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 and you're like tea, coffee, Coke, and you're like, oh, could I get a beer please? And she's like, oh, sorry, we don't serve alcohol on an hour-long flight. And I'm like, why? You think I fly to be sober? Hell no. I bought a plane ticket that should allow me to drink as many beers as I want on a flight. I just paid, my flight to France cost me $4,000. If you don't think for 1 second, the second I step foot on that flight, I'm not about to be like, bring me beer. Not as much as Wade Boggs. The last time I was on a plane, I was surrounded by missionaries, and it was really weird. Everyone was doing missionary? Huh. You think they'd switch it up? Weird. I love a shitty little Bloody Mary on a flight and or airport. I like Bloody Marys. I prefer Caesars. I much prefer a Caesar. I never thought I would because I don't know whose idea was it to add clam juice to tomatoes. That sounds whack. But throw in some chili, some gin. Delicious. I don't like Caesars with vodka. I prefer it with gin. I'm not a big vodka drinker. Canadians do suck. So why do you live here then? I don't know. Bad life choices. I'm adding water to my pot to boil potatoes, by the way. So what kind of gin? London Key, I believe it's called. It's one of my favorite gins. Let's go! Oh, I have one of my favorite gins here. Two of them, actually. This one. Some Hendrix. I believe this is the... Oh, wait. I thought it... Oh, I drank it all. Classic. I think I've got 3 gins here. This one's empty. Hendrix. Glendalough. This gin. Glendalough, the Wild Botanical Irish Gin is... How much water? Are you fucking serious? To boil potatoes. Are you kidding? I hope that's a joke. I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that. Just boil the fucking potatoes. Just, I don't know. Pour in a liter of fucking water and boil your potatoes. And this one as well. This is gunpowder gin. I've actually just realized all the gins I have are actually Irish. This is gunpowder. Drumshambo Californian Orange Citrus Gin. I would recommend all three of those if you guys want to try some good gins. Yeah, enough to cover the potatoes and make sure to salt the water. But we're not doing that just yet. I'm just getting ahead of myself. I've had botanist gin. It's delicious. I've also, in my collection, chat, I've got this little thing right here, $49. And I'm never going to drink it. It's a gin that they don't make anymore. It's a Hendrick's gin. I don't make anymore. They don't make anymore. But look at this, chat. This is a can of whiskey that I am never going to drink. But look at it. Look. He's just a little guy. This is the one I use for dick pics. I have it against my cock, and I'm like, it's as big as a can. Stay toxic, guys. Stay toxic. What else have I got? I've got some Grand Marnier, which I bought for one reason, and it was to make a duck sauce that I used to make in culinary school back in the day. This shit is crazy expensive. It's an orange liqueur. I got some Smirnoff vodka that I used to make shafts, which is a cocktail that originates from here in Canada. Make what? Yeah. I get it. Shaft. Haha. It's dick. And then I've got some Baileys and some Kahlua. It's small. I've drank most of it, as one could guess. No Buckfast in the collection? No, I don't like Buckfast. Mixology stream when? Maybe. And then I've got this bottle of wine. This isn't the one I use for dick pics. Also NT. Yeah. You hold that shit like a proud child. This bottle of wine was delicious. Holy shit. As you can tell by the fact that it... How much does it hold? 3 liters. And the fact that it's empty, I'm not an alcoholic, okay? I know the fact that most of these are empty says otherwise, but the Glenloch's a nice bottle, and I don't want to throw that bottle away. It's... Guys, I just had one bottle of wine last night. The bottle of wine. It's a nice bottle, and I don't want to throw it away. But in my other mind, I'm like, what the fuck do I do with it? I also have a nice little crystal... it's not called a decanter. There's a word, I want to say flask, but it's not right. Flask isn't the right word? I can't remember it. Usually it's full of whiskey. But since then, chat, my whiskey collection has dwindled. I have drank most of it. It is pretty. It is. I like it. And then I've got a little I've got a little flask here that I usually fill with whiskey when I'm going to places where it's illegal to drink. Tell you what, fill one of these with fun thing to do. Here, chat, fun date idea. Get one of these. Make a large batch of green tea. It's a shot. Fill this up and go to a museum or something. Because you know what makes dates better? Doing something illegal. Wait, that makes it sound like I'm saying go do crime. Go fall in love, do crime. Hey, look at Bonnie and Clyde. They were probably happily in love. And what was their biggest thing? Doing crime. Okay, I'm gonna give this a little stir. That is moving along nicely. Cover it back up. God, I love this Crusade. It's such a nice red. Oh. Chat, when you go on dates, he says to a group of people in his chat every stream. Okay. Bonnie was shredded to pieces by a bar. I've been shredded to pieces by a few bars in my day as well. Ireland! I'm making Guinness Stew. It's currently simmering away. Well, I am Irish, so I do celebrate St. Patrick's Day. More potatoes? Yeah, these are sort of just chilling until about 30 minutes in, and then I'm going to start boiling them. Green tea drinkers is a gateway drug. I like green tea because, I don't know, like as you sort of get older, I don't like doing shots. It's such a weird thing when you're young, and then you start getting older, and you hear someone say, "We're doing some shots, get over here." And you're sort of just like, oh, why? Like, I'm good. See, I don't like drinking. I prefer a shot or two. Yeah, I remember Baza being like, I don't really like drinking, but when he does, he just drinks like straight liquor. Like he'll just do a bunch of shots and get fucked up. When him saying that makes it sound like he's trying to make it like a competitive sport. I mean, the man would also prefer to eat like astronaut paste instead of anything well seasoned and cooked. He doesn't want all those calories from the beer. Oh, I can respect anybody that can like have that level of like commitment and self-control, but food and alcohol is just too tasty, man. It's just a well-cooked steak with like a glass of whiskey or a cold beer, a nice piping hot plate of lasagna with a glass of Merlot. Oh, a flight of cocktails to try, and pairing with some cheese. Oof. Oh, like a searing hot day in the shade with like a nice lake view, like with like a shandy in your hand. Oh, barbecue, the smell of the smoke hitting your face, all of the schmeat laid out, frying away, cold fucking God damn it. A fucking cold beer in your hand. Oh. The first sip of beer just, I don't know, there's a lot of like nostalgia wrapped up in like that first sip of beer. Like, you know, camping trips. A lot of it reminds me of kitchen work. When you do like 13-hour shifts cooking for 300 people on a Saturday night. And then that you'd just be sat there like this. You'd be like this. You would just be like sat there just like trying to get lower so it was like cooler, and you'd see the front of house bartender just like come up and be like, "Hey, you guys ready for your staff drink?" Get like a round of margaritas or just like a lager each. Whoa, the first crack of that beer after a long day of work. Oh, there's nothing quite like it. Working for something always feels better. Are most kitchens hot as hell? Every kitchen I've worked in, no matter what, is always hot as hell. And it's got less to do with the extraction fans and more with just how much you are actively moving all of the time. The extraction fans are just pulling the heat up, but it's still hot. And you are just nonstop, like bang, 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 shouting, bang, 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 for 8 hours straight. Like, it's less the heat of the kitchen and just how much you are actively moving all of the time. Like, I've had days in the winter where it finally goes, and I'll go stand outside for a bit, and I'm, like, radiating heat. The heat is in the tools? That's funny. Are you saying I'm a tool? Ooh, I can smell the thyme. Can smell the Guinness. Let that simmer away. The reason I'm keeping the lid on is because I don't want it to reduce too much. I'm gonna keep the lid on for about 30 minutes while it cooks, and then I'm gonna take the lid off and let it reduce. I want to like concentrate the flavor as well as let it get fucking thick. Yo, barely. Thanks for getting the tier 1, bud. I appreciate it. Oh, you gave one to Stinky? Oh, great. I just got here. We're making a freaking Guinness Stew. We are. We happily are. Also, chat, do you guys keep your butter in the fridge or do you guys keep it out? Or does it change depending on season? Fridge? Wrong answer. Counter butter superior. It's butter. It goes on the counter. Fridge for cooking butter. Ooh. Fev has 2 kinds of butter. Well, I'm sorry we're not all fucking royalty to be able to purchase 2 separate kinds of butter. Kerrygold. So there's a Whole Foods by me, right? That for some reason has like a lots of different kinds. I buy salted butter. I only ever buy salted butter. Only reason you ever buy unsalted butter is to control seasoning or you're baking. And baking is trash, and I hate it. But every once in a while, that Whole Foods will stock a couple of Kerrygolds, and I buy that shit up like it's gold. Because the one strangest thing about Canadian butter is the color. It's pale. It's very, very pale. Like, it is still yellow, but Kerrygold is like, it's yellow. It is very yellow. And it tastes better. What is the point of unsalted butter in baking? To control the amount of salt, usually. I'm gonna grab a chair. Time for a short custy. It's so weird because I think I've talked about it. Whenever I take my headset off and leave my stream room, I disconnect. Right? It's like I'm no longer like live. I'm no longer like LT Custy, you know? I'm just like me. But when I'm like here and like live and like in my kitchen, it's like a weird feeling. Ugh! Hold on, chat. Come with me. There we go. Uppies. Whee! Do you want me to burp you, chat? You want me to burp you? Hey, stop sizzling. I hear you. Any good recommendations for a good barbecue sauce, or do you make your own recipe? I can't wait for Uppies on the Mac. Aren't you live? Barbecue sauce. I'm not a huge barbecue sauce guy. So I'm your entertainment. Cheers. You came to the wrong stream, brother. I've got a couple of hot sauces, but oh, I'm forgetting the name of the chili. And any I don't have a name brand, but any barbecue sauce where the base chili is ancho. I came across a barbecue sauce ages ago. I wish I still had it, but it's made primarily from ancho chilies, and it's delicious. I remember thin bottle, white label, red font. And it's tasty as hell. Sweet Baby Ray's. I know a lot of people like Sweet Baby Ray's. So, at this one restaurant I worked at, do you guys know Bullseye barbecue sauce? Yep, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's not a good bar. It is just basically sugar. It's not a great barbecue sauce. To me, barbecue sauces not only should have like a sweetness, yes, but acidity and heat. It should have a wheel of like flavor. It should have those combos. But like Bullseye is just pure sugar. And so I worked at this restaurant for a while that did pulled pork tacos. And we would get these huge things, these beautifully marbled pork shoulders. And we would braise them in beer, 3 kinds of chilies, duck fat, and pork stock, right? We'd braise them, get them just perfect, take them out, reduce the stock down, pour it in, pull the pork apart, and it would taste so good right there and then. And I don't know why the restaurant owner would just be like, okay, so we're gonna start mixing Bullseye barbecue sauce in with the pulled pork. And the worst part is, I thought it was terrible. Because it's just, again, it's like doing hours and hours of work and then just pouring just terrible barbecue sauce into it. But the worst part is, we would sell out every day. I hated it. Because I'd be like, no one's going to eat this. Would sell out every day. Because I'm not a huge fan of barbecue pulled pork. Because it's been done 1,000 fucking times. I feel like I've had every variation of it. And because I worked at a place where, I think it was gaming. I think you're right. Like putting A1 on a good steak. Yeah. Well, I mean, food's subjective. I always talk about that, but I don't know. As someone who's worked in a lot of different ways of I've had very high-end food, Michelin star food, and I've had just like mom and pop diner food. And as you sort of streaming has sort of allowed me to grow that mindset where it's like I don't killer hogs, let me check. I don't need fancy food, right? Yes, it's nice to have every now and then. It's nice to have those like 12-course meals where it's all a little dainty and like cooked to perfection kind of thing. But at home, food doesn't need to be beautiful. It just needs to taste good, and that's it, really. Killer hogs barbecue sauce. Hold on. Nope, not Stubbs. I have a 2-course meal, the morning and the night. You eat the night? Down. Walk in the light. I think it is. Killer Hogs looks right. I make my own barbecue sauce. I respect that. I still remember the amazing quote, food is food. Like 2 chips in the night. What? Oh, baby. Oh, I can feel the bottom. I can feel that. I'm going to lower that a little. Okay, my potatoes are starting to break apart a little bit. Oh, yeah. Tastes like nostalgia. Ugh. Feel this bottom. Okay, it's been going for about 30 now. I'm probably going to keep it low and take my lid off and start letting that reduce a little bit. What is my favorite? What is your favorite to cook with? Hold on. I know we aren't cooking fish today. Oh, sorry. There's more to that sentence. My favorite fish to cook with. I mean, oh, salmon. I like having salmon at home. It's probably the one I cook the most with. But the fish that I've cooked the most with in my life is sable fish. Is the clock on your oven wrong? Correct. That is correct. I hate salmon. Wrong. Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, and you should feel bad. If Astro's still watching, he's like, ew, carrots in a stew? Ew, carrots. Is that guy putting vegetables in that thing? What's next, celery? Oh, my carrots are nice and soft. Yeah, we're going to see where we're at on the old beef front. Whee! There you go. All right. All right, that's good. All right. Pot of water, heat on, high. Cover it. Oh, wait. Season the water. Just salt. I like a heavy amount of salt in the water. Don't go overboard. But the reason you salt, it's really hard to get salt into potatoes. So, not only are we going to be seasoning it after we cook it, but we need to season the water as well. Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Top and tail. Salmon's too preppy. Salmon too preppy for my good old muddy taste buds. What? I came in late. Do you use new carrots or leave the skin on? You can leave the skin on if you want. It's your choice. Just wash them. Give it a little wash. You'll be fine. I peeled them just because most people I know at home are going to be like, ew, I peel my carrots. They've been in the fucking ground. That's freaking disgusting. Yeah, it'd be fun. What I've loved about this stream so far has been the people coming in here trying to make Siege references and being completely ignored by everybody. Just being like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Where? It's Shredder! Come on, guys, let's get down and pig out! Okay, potatoes peeled. Bosh. Wub, wub, wub. Yo, GTRP when? Potatoes are peeled. Anybody cooking along? Should not take you that long to peel a potato. If it does. Again, I don't mean to... I'm going to quote a famous philosopher. You're a garbage person. Me. That's me. I'm the philosopher. All right, you're going to half these bad boys. Bosh. Try to keep them around the same size. These potatoes are generally all the same size, so you're chilling. Again, this is enough for like me and a little extra. It doesn't matter if your water is boiling or not. Does not matter. Just throw them in anyway. Some people like to be like, oh, I put my potatoes in with cold water because it cooks through better. I put my potatoes in at hot temperatures because I want them to cook quicker. Do whatever the fuck you want. Who fucking cares? You're boiling fucking potatoes. You're not goddamn curing cancer. You're boiling a goddamn potato. And you'll notice I haven't used the word hack once. Did you know if you put an egg in the air fryer for 5 minutes on 180, you'll get a boiled egg? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What else am I gonna fucking get? Cadbury fucking cream egg, pal. Fucking moron. Oh, sorry, I got a little heated there, chat. Sorry about that. Also, fun fact, the cooking stream is where I accidentally doxed my own name. So, fun fact for everybody. It's a fun time. Dad's drinking and cooking again. Oh God, he's drinking and screaming. He's screaming. He's drinking and talking to nobody in the kitchen again. You'll get a call from the fire department? That's funny. Though, you know what's strange though, chat, is this is very almost like cooking and talking is very natural to me, and that's because when this camera's off and let's say I was just cooking, I would very much still be talking to myself. It was the same when I was playing video games back when I was younger. I would just be playing a single player game and talking to myself. Which sounds crazy. Makes me sound like a crazy person when I say it out loud. For an apartment, your kitchen's pretty nice. I'm even though the move was hell and I broke my toe moving, I love this apartment and I'm much happier here. Rent's a little more expensive, but it's worth it. Just means I gotta work a little harder, you know? Custard broke his toe and life isn't fair by Fall Out Boy. I hate that I like that. Custard broke his toe and life is a nightmare. All right, my stew is just about getting ready to go. So, potatoes should be moving along. We're just going to wait for them to boil. And we're getting close here, chat. We're getting close. You know that expression where it's like watching paint dry? We're doing the chef equivalent of that, which is waiting for water to boil. Can we get an apartment tour? No. As much as it's like one of the things that I try to keep separate, and it's not that like I'm private about the room. It's more just when I go off stream, I like to have like my little space. You know? Yeah, here's the tour. This is the kitchen. Behind you is my kitchen, the table, the eating area. Over there is my couch. Over there is my bedroom, and over there is the toilet. How much is rent? Too much. Do you like this kitchen better than the last one? The two things I would like to change about this is move that fire alarm, get rid of that microwave, and put in a proper extraction fan. The other one had a much better extraction. That's about it. And the other thing is, my big pots, like these are my 2 biggest pots. I wish I had like deeper drawers for pots. That's about it. And how many rooms and approximately what floor? You'll never know. Only subs know. Chat, if you sub right now, you get my home address. DM'd, right to your emails. You can come meet me in person. Just, the door's unlocked. Let yourself in. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, guys, it's a joke. That sounds like consent. Can't beat cast iron pots. My cast iron stuff is in the oven. I keep it in there. I don't know why you'd keep your cast iron anywhere else. Tier 3 subs get to sleep at the end of my bed. You get to curl up together. There's a couple of them in there now napping. Where did you go for your red seal? I did that in I've got the Irish equivalent of that, which is basically the same thing over here in Canada. I did culinary school for a year and a bit. Passed with flying colors, and the second I passed, fucked off to Canada. End of the bed, like by your feet. Oh. When they make it extra weird. Like by your feet? Custard, are you telling me I'll be by your feet? You telling me my face will be close to your toes? Is that what you're telling me? Starts choking. At VCC? Oh shit, okay. Oh god, the sniff of spam. Alright, I want to turn this a little lower. It's getting to that point where it's a thickness that I wanted. I know the potatoes are cooked, but I don't want the potatoes in the stew to turn like into mash, right? Are you going to be watching the fight? I am going to be watching the fight. But I can't do it while I'm live. If you don't think once the stream is done, I'm going to be drinking beer and watching men, sweaty, hot, big, thick men in shorts, just fucking wailing on each other hard. Their sweat flying off each other. Maybe their lips touch a little. Grunting. Heavy breathing. Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to watch UFC. You know what, chat? The quality of this mic, I think, is pretty fucking good. Beatus just gave 1,000. Also, chat, I am going to be working on a new TTS thing because mine's fucked and it's long overdue that I need to get it fixed. I want to see if I can find a fun TTS program that, like, allows you guys to do whatever voices you want to do. Because I think it's fun interaction. It sounds good. It better for 500 fucking bucks, bro. When I tried it with you guys the other day and you were like, it sounds like your old mic, I was like, great. Like tangy. What is that? Do you think it'd be able to do the Conklin's voice? No clue. Thank Beta. Thanks for gifting a tier 1. Oh, I forgot to do something. And if I forgot to do something, everybody else forgot to do something. What the hell is a golden Kappa train? What the hell is that? I mean, I'm a Twitch streamer. I know. Yo, guys, thanks for the golden Kappa train. Make sure to give subs, I guess. Also, please do. I have rent to pay. And I owe a lot of money to the Irish mob. Okay, for everybody that is like, oh, great, the guy teaching me forgot to do something. Grab 2 cloves of garlic, decent size. You are going to, same thing, give it a little schmack. You're going to cut off that little brown end. Because we don't want that. Just cut it in half. It doesn't need to be beautiful. You're going to take this and you're going to throw it into the water with the potatoes. And that's it. Yo, thanks to oh my god, I'm on my thing, so it's going too quick for subs. Got my red seal and I'm stuck at a golf and country club. I bet that pays well-ish though. Hold on. I'm gonna bring up the stream manager so I can actually thank you guys. Tech, thanks to 10. Golden Kappa level 5. Again, I have no idea what that means. Scuba Steve, thanks to 5. Love it, thanks to tier 1. Thanks to 100 bits, coffee. I don't know what that means. Life is a nightmare. Yo, Annie, thanks to 5 tier 1s. Cutie. Man, you guys really like cooking streams, huh? Do you guys like cooking streams because I'm not playing a character anymore and you kind of just get to chat and chill with me and shoot the shit? And it feels less like work and more like a personal kind of one-on-one with me. Is that why? I want the Kappa. I don't know what that means. Yes, people shy. Chat, is it because it feels like a little date and I'm cooking for you? And because you get to learn? It's the chatting portion. Well, I am a bit of a talky guy. Don't tell my husband. I won't. Don't worry about it. I enjoy watching. Yeah. I do like cooking. And I am good at it. Dating 7. There's 700 people? I have 700 viewers right now? I know, thanks for 5 tier 1s. I have 700 viewers watching this? Bro, this is more viewers than when I RP. Hey, boys. More cooking streams coming up. I mean, I will 100% do more. Barbecue, thanks to the fucking 7 tier 1s. The mic would pay for itself. I mean, look, if you guys really want me to do more cooking streams with this setup, it's the one thing I didn't want to do with this cooking streams is I would have to set up the webcams, move everything, rewire everything, all of that shit. But now it's just like, pick up tripod, move into kitchen, plug in wireless mic. Done. I mean, I've been craving a lasagna lately. You guys want to make a lasagna? Okay, now I have a question. Would you guys want me to make fresh lasagna sheets or Can I just use pre-made lasagna sheets like a lazy piece of shit? Fresh pasta. God. Do you have a roller? Yes, it's in here. Yes, and yes, I know how to make it. 1 egg, 100 grams of flour, 1 egg yolk, olive oil, salt, pepper. Knead it, mix it, let it rest for 30 minutes, pass it through a roller. Oh. Packet's fine. I don't think I even have. You know what's crazy? I don't have dried, but you know what I do have? Flour and eggs. Pre-made? Nah, I might. What I might do? No, fuck it. I'll make it. Who gives a shit? Okay, I want to taste the stew. Oh. Mine needs a little more salt. Just a smidgen. Okay. We are going to get ahead of time. Did I put Parmesan? Did I put Parmesan on the recipe? I did? Pog. And if you did... Okay, raise your hand if you bought shredded Parmesan. And that applies to anybody. Why? It's cheaper to buy it whole. It's cheaper to buy it whole. I don't understand why. I get scared. Oh, sweet little baby. Oh, sweet little baby. Fucking hell. Grow up. Watch me peel my fucking nails clean off. Done. You only need a little pile of that, by the way. That's the first time I've ever seen that side being used. What? Hey, and sometimes I'll use this side as well. Crazy, I know. Clean as we go. My brain is just like, I don't need to cut anything else, do I? No. So, oh, wait a minute. So, unfortunately, chat, 3 days ago, I broke my ricer. I ordered one from Amazon a couple of days ago, and it is arriving today. Oh, did it arrive? No, it has not. I ordered a ricer. But some idiot, while he had his buddies over, while one of them was drunk, dropped it and it broke. A Honda Civic? No, you fucking idiots. A potato ricer. Chat, can use the exclusive golden capper for chat 64 fucking subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. I'm glad that you guys appreciate these cooking streams. I'm probably going to start doing more of them. They're fun as shit. So, a ricer is basically a fancy potato masher, right? Now, the reason ricers are good is because it uses the least amount of friction to mash the potatoes, right? So, mashed potatoes should be Light, fluffy, creamy, and salty. Okay? The problem with using mashers is as you start fucking mashing away at the potatoes, you're working the gluten in there, right? So it's a game of I need to mash these potatoes with the least amount of motion and make them lump free. Right? So I want them light and fluffy, but if you start pounding and working it too fucking much, it starts to become more... Did I say gluten? Why did I say gluten? Yeah, it starts to become... I didn't mean to say gluten. It starts to become more gluey. Gluey and like Play-Doh-y. As opposed to light and fluffy. I don't know why I say gluten. And it's just... It's not a good... Starchy. There we go. It's not a good experience. I think everybody has had someone that's just gone... Someone's just had someone that's just pounded the fucking shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, relax. It's not all about pounding. You gotta show it a good time, right? Low and fucking slow on the potatoes, right? You're not trying to get the potatoes pregnant. You're just trying to get the engine going. Could you use less waxy potatoes? Yep. Like, stay away from russets. Russets have a fuckload of starch in them. But then, you know, you could wash them, but... I'm just a kid. We are getting close here, chat. Very close. Chat, 2001 subs. What? That is actually impossible. 1001. Thank you guys so much. That means you guys did like 100 plus. Holy shit. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to celebrate by downing my beer. Can I have a kiss? One sub. One sub, one kiss. One kiss, one sub is all it takes. What's my favorite potato-based meal? There's 5. I'm a man of my word. There you go. And that's an emote. That's an emote. Surely that won't be an emote. You're damn right it is. Yeah, for anybody, I would, I'm pretty sure I bought a ricer on Amazon for $20. This date's going so well. Hey, I never, actually, no, you should go for a smooch at the end of a first date. Yeah, but then, I think the last time we talked about that chat was, someone was like, I forget how the topic was brought up, but somebody was like, how do I know to go in for a kiss on a first date? And I'm like, just go for it. And then somebody was like, you know, should you ask if you can kiss them? And I was like, no. But then I was like, wait a minute. That sounds monka when I say it like that, right? Arguably, you should. Instructions unclear. I punched them. Carter, thanks to 10 tier 1s, man. You're going crazy. Skull, thanks to 4. I think it just depends on the person. Some people want someone to take charge. It depends on the person. Instructions unclear. I'm pregnant. People flute? What's playing? What kind of beer is that? Okay. Yeah, I think some people find it very sweet. My hubby asked for our first kiss. It was very sweet. See, that's cute. Have a good rest of your stream. Don't burn anything. Never have. Yeah, knowing how to read the room and understanding social cues. But then I remember I'm talking to 700 people that I'm going to assume 3/4 of you haven't left the house today. Wanna raise your hand if you've left the I went to work. Doesn't count. You had to leave. Try this year. Hey, no shame in that, man. Joke's on you. Left twice. I worked 9 hours at a vet hospital. Cool. You know what's... I think I could work at a regular hospital, but if I had to work at a veterinary hospital and look someone in the eye and tell them we're going to have to put their dog down, bro. Left the house today to pick up deli sandwiches. And hope you have enough to fucking share, dude. Having to look someone in the eye and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, we're going to have to... Bro, I couldn't. We actually had to put a cat down today? Nope. Voluntary overtime doesn't exist in chefing. I work at a wildlife park, so not really work to me being surrounded by amazing animals all day. That is cool as shit. That is cool as hell. As in, like, you're talking about, like, is it like is it like rescue animals, or is it just one of those, like, closed off wildlife parks where it's like, yeah, you're not allowed to come in here. Otherwise, we'll fucking clap you. Because I fucking hate zoos. I've always hated zoos. I can maybe do an aquarium, but I fucking hate zoos. Like, when I was in Texas and I went to an aquarium, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then there was a tiger. I was like, why am I seeing an enclosed tiger at this aquarium? The way I told that story made it sound like there was a tiger running around. I changed my oil and cleaned my car. That's being productive. Like, for real, they get their own birthday parties. That's adorable. The best... I went to a wildlife reserve in South Africa a long time ago when I was younger. And that was, like, bonkers. It was crazy because they were like, oh, hey, okay, so you can take part in our tour guide, or you pay an extra fee and you can just drive in, but don't open your windows. And my dad was like, sounds fucking cool as shit. And we just drove in fuck, it was, I think we were driving I think it was a Golf. We'd rented a Golf. No, a drive-in, like, wildlife park. Not a drive-in aquarium, you fucking dink. Isn't that just driving your car off a pier? Just make sure to keep those windows up, kids. Splash. That is funny. Hey, chat, you're funny. Keep it up. All right, my potatoes are done. If your potatoes aren't done, well, you're shit out of luck. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Okay, turn that up. Get the heat back up. Okay, I'm going to make sure I have everything I need before I start. Cream. So anything else? Some people like to put eggs in their mashed potatoes. I don't. That's preference. You can put an egg in if you like. I don't. Again, some people like to put olive oil in their mashed potatoes. Again, I don't. Yeah. Some people like to put a whole egg in. Again, it's not something I like. Okay. Bosh. Can we add 6 eggs? What? What? Okay. One kiss is all it takes. You know, Chad, I can't hear the music you're listening to, but I'm enjoying sort of just not hearing it, to be honest. What are we drinking? Just lager, mate. Fucking lager. I'm a milk and butter user. Correct. Again, I bought cream because it was on sale. And it's basically milk, but, you know, thicker. Which means I just use less. Secret, secret, secret tunnel. I can fucking see shit. Watch that steam. Watch that fucking steam set my fucking fire alarm off. Olive oil? Yeah, some people like it, but my problem with that is olive oil is a very strong flavor. Very strong flavor. And the second you put olive oil in there, brother, the second you put olive oil in there, brother, ruins the experience. Isn't it better for you? Yeah. Doesn't mean I want to eat it. I'm mashing the potatoes, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. Truffle oil. There's this weird thing in Canada where people are obsessed with truffle oil fries. Not a big fan. Teaspoon of butter. Flavor, health. Damn straight. Hence why I just ate butter off the spoon. Salted butter? Yes. Okay. If you're using cream, not a whole lot. Keep that low. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. Grab a clean spatula. And then very gently work the cream and the butter in. Again, you don't want to overwork the potatoes. You are just trying to melt the butter and get the salt around. Okay, my butter looks melted. I need more salt. Slow and smooth, exactly. I need more butter. Okay. Try my best not to overwork this shit. Ooh. There's the money shot. Right there. I can't see the custy smooch. Okay, I want to bring this back up to heat a little bit. And chat, we are going to be good to go. Oh, wait, my cheese. I am only going to add half this cheese into my potatoes. Oh, God. Because, like a fucking idiot, I forgot I wanted to add cheese to this. And now, when you add cheese, it is going to add more salt. So, add about half that amount of Parmesan. Taste it again. Make sure it's not too salty. If it's too salty, well, you fucked it. I'm actually good. I can have the rest. Oh. No stone unturned, chat. If there's something we don't waste in this household, it's cheese and alcohol. All right, I'm going to bring this back up to heat a little bit. And while that's doing its thing, move my caulk board. The thing is, if it's too salty, a good way to get rid of saltiness is to add more potatoes, but that would involve... This is flat leaf parsley. Flat leaf parsley. Oh, God, my accent. Why would anybody listen to me? Jesus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, the reason I washed that, chat, is because it's pretty fucking grainy. All right. All right. If everybody at home good to go? Anybody at home got more questions before I start plating this shit up? All right. Secret tunnel. What? Potatoes and something. Potatoes, Parmesan, butter, and cream. The 4 elements of dairy. All of them got along before the Parmesan nation attacked. Questions, comments, concerns? Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel through the mountains. No pepper? Oh, in the potatoes? Yeah. I lowball pepper and potatoes though. Simply because I'm primarily use black pepper and I don't like a whole lot of black pepper in my potatoes. All right. Secret tunnel. And that is it. Why not use white pepper? I don't like white pepper. The white pepper has got a flavor that I'm just not a fan of. That's it. And that is it, chat. It's not something that is going to be winning awards based on beauty, but it'll taste fucking good. If I really wanted to go fancy chef. Oh my god, don't tell me I used all of it. Ain't no way. I see it. I usually keep it on the coffee table in my TV room. Because I always finish with it. A little bit of Maldon salt. Beep, 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 beep. And that is it, chat. That is Guinness Stew. It'll probably put you in a coma for a little bit. But holy shit, will it taste good. Mmm. Oh. Mm. Mm. You said this is a good meal to have toast with? No, I was talking about soup. Soup is a good meal to have toast with. The beef I have in this is sirloin because it was on sale. Oh, yeah, let me take a picture for the Discord as well, even though I've taken a couple of bites. Would you ever use lamb? You could do the exact same recipe, and use lamb. Damn, doesn't look as good because I already ate some, but fuck them. I had a very light lunch because I knew I was going to have a... Oh, I fucking love lamb. Lamb makes me feel things deep in my trousers. Oh, and one of my favorite parts, like just, you don't need a fork and a knife. A little spoon right through the carrot. Oh. The thing about if you wanted to get this richer, you could super low temperature cook it for a couple hours, but the potatoes would turn to mash. That's what I don't want. I want like nice potato chunks in there. So there's a Canadian superstore by me. They sell beef bones, whole. Whole, cut up. They're perfect. This cost me $5 for a kilo of bones. And they're great. I keep a couple of them in here. I've got 3 other packs of them. Purely for stuff like this. Perfect for stock. What's a good drink to have a Guinness? Guinness is a good drink to have with this. Or a glass of red. A red wine would go good with this. A whiskey would go good with this. $5 for yes. $5 for bones, dude. I'd pay $5 to get boned. Yeah, the Glenlivet there will go good with it as well. Oh. Probably going to be in a little food coma for a bit after this. Imagine we never figured out cheese. Now, back when I was younger, my parents wouldn't have made the mash like this, but that's how I like my mash. I like it with a Guinness stew because you've got, like, the thick richness of the stew. And then once you get into the potatoes, you get, like, a little bit of the sharp. Oh, so my stew thickened too much. You could have just added a little more broth. If it was too thick before used, you could just add a little more broth, and you would have been golden. But if it's too thick, it's either too much flour or you reduced it too much. I already feel tired. I don't put cheese in my mash, but that's a me thing. Why? Ugh. Yeah, I like a good... What's for pudding? Beer. Beer's for pudding. Oh, that's probably right in your ear. I'm so sorry. I just like the taters and butter. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that, but I was just curious what your reasoning was. How often do you cook this, though? I don't know, for a couple of weeks. So, for everyone that cooked at home, how did it turn out? Favorite chef's knife? This one right here. Thing is, you can't. This isn't a brand knife. This was made by a swordsmith in Toronto. It was bought for me as a gift. But what's strange is a lot of people will ask me, "Oh, what should I get for like a chef's knife at home?" And I'm like, "Just get a fucking Victorinox." The reason chefs buy expensive knives is because they will probably cook and cut in one day what you will cook in 1 week. So they need to have a high quality, high end knife to go through all of that. Just get yourself a nice Mid-range, Victorinox knife. Treat it well, and you'll be fucking golden. Ooh, hot. Ooh, it's hot. I went to culinary school, but I'm very hesitant on getting a set made. But I'm in an area where it's hard to find a good smith. Any brand you don't suggest? There is a good mid-range brand, and I believe it's called Dick's. And they do pretty good. They do pretty good knives. I think any knife brand is fine. Just treat your knife well. I've got a whetstone over there that I use. I sharpen that guy up every once in a while. I always do corned beef and steamed cabbage for St. Pat's Day. What the fuck is corned beef? Isn't that just meatloaf? Aren't they the same thing? Yeah, just respect your knife. Treat it well, you know? It's salted meat. Corned beef is brined beef brisket. It's like brisket. Okay, I feel like you guys are describing it shit. So, I'm going to rely on the internet for a moment. What is corned beef? Corned beef or salt beef is some Commonwealth country. Is salt-cured brisket of beef. The term comes from the treatment of the meat with large-grained rock salt, also called corns of salt. Oh, neat. Oh, okay. Because I was confused where the corn comes in there.
Oh, you want that custard, don't you, big boy?
Comes out of a tin can. Like Spam? Wait, I think I've seen that. It is kind of like Spam, can-wise anyway. Don't eat the can kind. Oh, right. Didn't plan on it. So you're going to make this a regular thing, cooking streams? I think I am. I enjoy the shit out of that. I've never bought canned corned beef. Neither have I, so we have that in common. I just need to figure out how to get the music working, because you guys can hear it and I can't, which I don't mind, but I like a bit of a jig, you know, when I'm working. And what I might do, chat, is shut this down. Go fucking get some RP going, because what else am I going to do? Nap? Naps are for quitters. The dishes? The only dish I have to do is the sieve and this. Because I clean as I go. I hate napping, me too. No. Helldivers is still very much there. Trust me, on God. I'm gonna do some RP because there's some PD shit that I need to do, and then I just wanna shoot the shit and play Helldivers. Now my only way you're allowed to nap, right, is if you are hungover and you're like, I am Pacific Drive. Fuck, I suddenly beat that. I think we're very close to beating that as well. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Puppies. You and I'm going to take 5 to 10 minutes just to do the dishes real quick. Put some of this stuff away. I gotta just move the camera and my PC back. And then, fuck it. We might as well make it a full day, because I didn't do a full one yesterday. And then, I'm completely gone on Sunday. Although we might do something very late, maybe. Just as like a little St. Patrick's stream. More uppies? Here. Shh, 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 it's okay. Shh, shh, there you go. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. Okay, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. It's gonna look like I'm walking off camera, but trust me, I'm still there, and that's because I can't end the stream unless I'm by my computer. But don't worry, I'm still carrying you. You're still in my arms. You're in my PC room now. I'm sitting down. Ugh. Chat, I will see you in, let's say, 20, 30 minutes. Okay?